Baldwin IV of Jerusalem was born in 1161 into a world already shaped by war, faith, and blood. His father, Amalric I, was king of Jerusalem, a fragile Crusader state surrounded by powerful enemies and dependent on constant military readiness. From birth, Baldwin was marked by destiny, though no one yet understood how cruel that destiny would be. As a child, he was educated as a prince, trained in languages, theology, law, and warfare. It was during his early education that something strange was noticed. According to contemporary chronicler William of Tyre, young Baldwin felt no pain when his classmates pinched or scratched his arms. What seemed at first like a curiosity soon revealed itself as something far darker. He was diagnosed with leprosy, a disease that in the medieval world was seen as both a physical curse and a sign of divine judgment. Leprosy meant isolation, decay, and an inevitable death. Yet Baldwin was a prince, and the kingdom could not simply cast him away. When his father died in 1174, Baldwin ascended the throne at the age of 13, knowing fully that his body would slowly betray him while his responsibilities only grew heavier. From the beginning, his reign was overshadowed by illness. His face began to change, his nerves weakened, and his strength declined, but his mind remained sharp, and his will unusually firm for someone so young. Regents ruled in his name at first, but Baldwin quickly proved that he was no passive figurehead. He learned to rule with discipline, caution, and surprising political intelligence. At the same time, a far greater threat was rising beyond the borders of Jerusalem. Saladin, the Muslim leader who was uniting Egypt and Syria into a single formidable power. Unlike many rulers before him, Baldwin understood that Saladin was not just another enemy warlord, but a strategic genius whose patience and discipline made him exceptionally dangerous. Baldwin faced pressure from within, as well as from without. Factions among the nobility fought for influence, some doubting whether a dying teenager should rule at all. Others sought to control the kingdom through marriage alliances, particularly through Baldwin's sister Sibylla, whose future husband would eventually inherit the throne. Baldwin resisted these pressures, fiercely knowing that poor decisions would destroy the fragile state he was trying to preserve. Despite his illness, Baldwin took personal command of armies. When Saladin invaded the kingdom of Jerusalem, Baldwin led his forces into battle even as his body deteriorated. The most famous of these encounters occurred at the Battle of Montgisard in 1177. Against overwhelming odds, Baldwin led a surprise attack that crushed Saladin's army. It was a stunning victory, one that shocked the Muslim world and cemented Baldwin's reputation as a true warrior king. Chroniclers describe him riding at the head of his troops, supported physically by others, yet mentally unbroken. His hands could barely hold the reins. His face was often hidden by armor, yet his presence inspired soldiers who knew they were fighting under a king who had nothing left to lose. This victory bought Jerusalem precious years of survival and earned Baldwin the respect of even his enemies. Saladin himself would later treat Baldwin with notable honor, avoiding unnecessary cruelty and agreeing to multiple truces. Unlike many conflicts of the era, the war between Baldwin and Saladin was marked by mutual recognition of ability and restraint. Baldwin understood that endless war would destroy his people, and so he pursued diplomacy whenever possible. Several truces were signed between the two leaders, allowing trade pilgrims and civilians a rare pause from bloodshed. These treaties were not signs of weakness, but of strategic clarity. Baldwin knew time was his most limited resource. His health continued to decline rapidly. Leprosy robbed him of sensation, sight, and mobility. His fingers curled, his face became disfigured, and blindness began to set in. Yet he continued to attend councils, issue commands, and oversee military preparations. He ruled not through physical presence, but through intellect and resolve. Those around him described a king who was painfully aware of his approaching death and yet utterly committed to preventing chaos after he was gone. His greatest fear was not dying, but leaving Jerusalem vulnerable to reckless leadership. Baldwin attempted to secure the succession, carefully arranging marriages and appointing co-rulers to stabilize the future. Unfortunately, internal rivalries undermined these efforts. Ambitious nobles and short-sighted alliances weakened the unity Baldwin tried desperately to maintain. As his condition worsened, he was carried on a litter, unable to walk, yet still present at critical decisions. In 1185, at only 24 years old, Baldwin IV died. His death marked the end of an era. Almost immediately, the fragile balance he had held together collapsed. Factional infighting intensified, poor leadership followed, and within 2 years, Saladin would capture Jerusalem itself.